It's going to take the experience of the robots transforming and all of the other magical stuff that's happening to another level. My character name is Robert Epps, and, I play Master Sergeant, in command, in charge of all communications pertaining to the aircraft. My whole thing is about the communication and correspondence with all aircraft, where we're landing, where we're dropping bombs, where we're located, where all of the action's supposed to take place on the grounds, keeping us safe. And so in this particular Transformers, my character comes in later in the film because I retired. I was frustrated and I was dealing with post-stress disorder. And so at a certain point, Shia is going to show up to my secret operation. I was on a classified mission working with the Autobots on some top secret stuff, and he shows up to my job randomly and asks me to come back and join in on the mission to defeat these Decepticons. And so I was a little reluctant, and then I just decided, I got a problem with these Decepticons and what they did to my friends too. And I'm back. Epps is back. Me and Lennox's character, it's always been like the yin and the yang, where it's he's Captain Lennox, I'm Master Sergeant Epps, and we both have a lane, and we're both on a mission to accomplish the mission. And so it was just good to work with Josh again, man. I think he's grown as an actor. He's grown with being able to take on the responsibility of coordinating and trying to be a leading man, to take charge and keep it all together and make it all stick like glue. So it was good to see him take charge in Trans 3, and he's doing a lot more communicating with the robots and helping to get the mission accomplished. Rosie Huntington Whitley. You know what? I want to go on record to all of the fans out there and tell y'all she did not replace Megan Fox. She is playing a whole nother character. Her name is Carly, and we were all focused on how is she going to add to the mission, what she's here to do, and her energy, her focus, her grace, her integrity, her spirit that she brought to the movie is going to surprise all of the fans. And they're not going to be able to compare, and is she better, is she sexier? It's two different people, two different missions, two different situations, and they'll see for themselves when they show up. But I really enjoy working with her. We connected and bonded in a major way, and it was great to have her to come on board to be a part of the mission. After you see a 2, the question becomes, where do we go from here? How is it even possible to go anywhere from where the action was on 2? But they'll see. They'll see. It's really crazy, man. It's a lot for your brain to take in because it's just so much action, so much drama, but yet it's all focused. It all makes sense in the end. And, this is our toast to the fans. That's kept us relevant, kept us hot, and they keep showing up to see Transformers. I mean, I'm able to go on record right now and say that outside of the fact that I'm in the film, I'm Transformers' biggest fan. I was a fan of Transformers when I was a kid, and when I got the call about being a part of this from Trans 1, it was like a dream come true. I mean, I even got a tattoo on my forearm. So I'm committed to this franchise, and it's just beautiful to know that the fans are showing up and keeping us hot. They built this rig for that scene that literally goes all the way up in the sky and down. And so, I mean, this thing had to be at least 150, 200 feet in the sky. And we were sitting here, and he yelled action, and they threw chairs and glass and all of this debris, and we're sliding down this building doing this scene. And then that same rig that lifts us up in the sky, they also built it as an interior. So outside of the exterior shots sliding down the side of the building, we were on the inside. And they had all of this office equipment and all of these chairs like it's a regular corporate building, and it goes up and we're naturally sliding down the ground because the gravity just took us off of our feet. And it's a lot, man. It was just crazy to see. I mean, it was like, first of all, who are you guys that's willing to jump off the Trump Towers, the Sears Towers, for real? I mean, luckily it all went down without a hitch, man, but we were all like praying and giving these guys good energy. At one point, one of the guys jumped off the building, and because they're such adrenaline junkies, they jumped off the building. And we walked up to him like, "You guys okay?" And you could see the guy's hand shaking, like, yeah, I'm okay, man. And he reaches out to shake a hand, to let us know he was okay, and his hand was shaking. I mean, these guys are like, they're out there, and it's for real. And so when you guys see this, there's no CGI, there's no green screen. These guys really jumped off the building, but don't try to do it at home. I think, to be honest, the reason why a lot of directors can't step into the shoes of a Michael Bay is because this level of playing field, this level of making it all make sense with this many cameras going at one time and this many actors and these huge set pieces where so much stuff has to be captured, I think a lot of people would just have a nervous breakdown, man. I mean, he does this stuff in his sleep. Shockwave in this movie is he's aggressive. He's not coming in to play any games, and he makes my job very uncomfortable. I know that our mission is to talk about and talk to robots that aren't there while we're working on the set, but you feel their presence because that the stuff that we had to do and the stuff that we were dealing with while we were shooting these scenes really gave us a sense of Shockwave and his guys coming to planet and ready to kick some ass and take some names. And it was uncomfortable. It's going to be a great ride. The Transformers fans around the world will not be disappointed in this one. So it was time to switch it up a little bit and go international. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, listen, I'm surprised that Michael hasn't put them in the actual movie yet. They've been a part of all three. You know what? I just think musically, what they create and what they bring to the table, there's been a marriage, They make music that goes along with the visuals of what Transformers is in this world. And so I'm excited about seeing them perform tomorrow. I seen them perform at the last premiere in LA. And I think it's gonna be huge, man. I think the scope of this movie is much bigger. The 3D component is a very big deal, and it's not just 3D, like it's a real experience. It's just huge, it's epic. And I think having someone of the magnitude and credibility of a James Cameron being so public about how he feels about Transformers Dark of the Moon has taken the interest to another level. I mean, the last time you seen him doing interviews and being so public about any movie was his own. That little film called Avatar? I remember the last premiere for Transformers 2, man. The energy is just big. It's like, and that's the energy you want to feel. I mean, who wants to go and work on a movie of this magnitude and not feel the energy from the fans? I mean, once you get out of that limo and you're walking down that red carpet, I mean, the energy is just crazy. So I look forward to it because I'm one of them guys who really appreciate the fans and really like to make them feel good about showing up for us.